How does Diablo Immortal compare to other gacha games?
Weebs win again, but it's
pretty simple. Are in other games you're getting hot girls and hot boys, right? Hot characters. You're getting gems in Diablo.
Yeah,
that's the key difference.
Yeah,
that's why it'll fail. No, that's not actually. That's the joke.
You want to get Mordred and Vigo or Yelan in Genshin, or do you want to get? I can't remember a single gem name in Immortal. Let's go.
Yeah. So
Siege from Arknights. I don't know.
So basically, this is a really cool little analysis here. To anyone who still supports Blizzard and thinks Immortal is okay, I ran these gacha games through simulators to see how much it would cost to get a 5-star character, or in the case of Arknights, 6. And I did it 10 times each. Right? So obviously this is like not the most statistically, hyper relevant or whatever. Like it's a sample, but a sample of 10 is pretty good.
It's all right.
A sample of 10 is definitely what a lot of people are going to experience.
You'll at least see interesting maximums and minimums.
Yes. So this is what's going to happen when somebody goes in and they want the big ticket item, and they're going to pull the lever until they get the item. So this is like on the we have here in this axis, we have like, run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then, of course, we have the averages.
The full table is below, I believe, as well.
That is significantly more useful, yes. Because I was like, wait, what are these highlighted numbers?
Yeah.
Okay. So we can see that the average amount of money to get the highest star or whatever character, gacha item.
5-star character in Faco, yeah.
$224 for Faco.
It's quite a lot.
$222 for Genshin.
They're roughly the same. You can actually see that they're roughly the same in terms of maximum as well.
Arknights, $79.
Cheap. That's for a 6-star character. It's cheap.
Fire Emblem Heroes, $35.
Yep. It's got a really aggressive pity as well because it's Nintendo games. They're trying to be a bit nicer.
Diablo Immortal. Remember, the highest we've seen so far is $222. Diablo Immortal, 5,612.5.
Yeah. Which is, so that's the theoretical average that I worked out based on the probabilities with access to was about 4,500. So it's a bit lower than that. It's
maximum 18.8. Because here's the thing: if you look at the maximum of Genshin, 619, of FGO, 675. The reason why those maximums don't get absurd is because these games have a pity system.
This doesn't include the pity. This simulator doesn't put the pity into mind.
You told me that earlier. I'm stupid. Okay, so here's the crazy thing about the... Alright, so specifically how does pity work in Genshin?
I believe in Genshin, it may have changed since I played, but I think it is literally your 90th roll will be a 5-star.
Okay, so it is for a 5-star.
That's
the materially different thing here.
Yeah, the whole point is that it is they make it a 50-50 roll between the 5-star that's new and the 5-star that's old. So you have a 50-50 chance on your 90th roll, and that's what people play around. That's what the culture's around. It's save up your shitty free-to-play rolls, use them all, and then pity. So in
Diablo's Immortal, you do have a pity system. But the pity system is just to get a legendary gem.
It's just for a 2 out of 5.
Yeah, a 2 out of 5. Not a 3 out of 5, a 4 out of 5, or a 5 out of 5.
Right.
Because this is an insane game.
Yep.
And, when you hear, of course, our boy Terolf, who, we've talked about him a few times. I saw Asmongold actually did a reaction sort of to the Terolf thing. So I imagine now people know who Terolf is.
Terolf, you're in Strum.
That's it. We've been trying to make him famous for years.
To be fair, Jim Starling did a good shot back
true.
in the day, but... Yeah.
So yeah. So it's insane. Now, one of the things Terolf was talking about is, you want that theoretically infinite spend. And he was, like, in his slide, he was talking about, spend $1,000.
Yeah.
That was, or $2,000. That was, like, his sort of more crazy numbers.
I think it was 10,000 was, like, you want people to spend 10,000. You want that to be your, like, limitless kind of thing.
And with Immortal, here's the thing. Remember, this is for 1 5 out of 5. Now, of course, people then say that in the process of getting that, you'll probably get enough dupes and stuff that via the crafting system, you can do a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
That's definitely true. And maybe, I don't know, you can't turn one of your waifus into dust to then reconstitute into another one of higher quality. Who knows?
So you can only do that with same character because whenever you roll a character, next time you roll it, you get, I think they call it a crown. It's a constellation which upgrades that character and gives you access to like another, I guess I could technically call it like a talent. or something like that. So you do to have the character at full power, you need to roll them 6 or 7 times, which becomes a kind of long-term thing. That's where some of the whaling possibility comes in.
Right, that's disgusting.
Yeah, and that's a case where I saw as Ken Sorikazu said it's the pity is 50-50 the first time. On the same banner the second time it is 100%. So I assume that means it would be like 180 rolls. So you're looking at the average of $400 for the character you want. So you want the fully maxed out version of the character you want, it'll be 5 or 6 times that on average. But the game doesn't have any... Well, I mean, it's that case of the game is pay to win, but you don't really win very much. So it's not as much of like a core game loop of getting that. It's like, that's kind of the character stuff. The game doesn't rely on any of that for any of the story or anything like that, or the content. It's kind of like an edge case to want a C6 character super fast. Kind of. So it's a little bit better in game design. I think Fico and
I guess
Arcane
that's
kind of
a big difference between Genshin and Immortal in terms of like the relationship between power and like the game world and the sort of things you're doing.
Yeah, it's where that's where like gacha overall in terms of what it does for the loot box system, the roles that are probabilistic and have all that gambling elements. No matter what game it is in, that's fucked, right? That's how they make the money.
Yeah.
If Genshin was buy the character's upgrades, it would not have made $1 billion every 6 months since it launched. It just fucking wouldn't have. And that's by design, and that is fucking horrendous. But the game gets away with it a lot because it is substantially less immoral than Diablo is. Because Diablo is a big funnel where all of the game systems are designed to make you want the progress, and the progress is that. There's a little bit of that in all of these gacha games by design, but immoral is probably the worst. Like the worst by like a company that's trying to make a good game. Obviously, there's awful versions where it's just infinite spend for fucking garbage, but yeah, absolutely, it is brutal. It is brutal. Yeah, if Genshin did PvP, it would be awful. Exactly. That's the thing where Genshin doesn't have PvP. So if it did, then you would have all these same problems, but you kind of don't. And it's like, it is awful sitting to go, okay, well, the lesser of a bunch of evils. Yeah. Yeah.
Wonderwall is being played very loudly
Is that
outside,
Wonderwall?
and I can just hear it wafting through the window.
That literally is Wonderwall.
It is Wonderwall.
That's Busonic. Over in Ormo Parker.
Oh, was that Oasis?
Must be.
Interesting.
Let's find out.
The time that I saw Oasis, it was apparently the last time they were like a thing.
Yes.
I guess well, I think that's Oasis's thing. They always like fight each other and
Unless
then they come back together to make some beans.
Unless it's someone
think.
playing it. It's Liam Gallagher. It is.
There you go.
It's Liam Gallagher.
Sonic. I would have went to Iron Maiden, but I only found out about it far too late.
Yeah. Also,
We had Iron Maiden in Belfast. What the fuck?
yeah. You know what's very fun? I got to hear the gig, but I got to hear the gig from my apartment, which is the top of a building, a mile away from it, through my windows. So it was a fucking terrible experience. Just lied away.
I just wanted to hear fucking Fear of the Dark just like wafting over the city.
Yeah.
Right, cool image, but
Yeah.
there you go. Okay, there's Diablo. Oh wait, what fucking final topic? Woo!
Yeah.
Bobby's back.
Yeah, Bobby's not back for very long because he will fuck off whenever Microsoft take over. Hopefully, potentially,
he's
maybe.
not. No, he's not.
Oh, he's here forever.
He's then going to divide into millions of Bobbies and they're all gonna have little knives. It's just gonna overrun. You'll just go fucking proper goblin mode. It's just fucking Satya and Adela. Watch out, my man. Watch out, Satya. Watch out, Phil. Phil, you're gonna need a bigger RPG. There's fucking Bobbies coming for you.
There'll just be Bobby Kotick standing on top of Phil Spencer, directing him by pulling his hair like Ratatouille, but like, make Halo pay to win. Make Halo pay to win. Yeah, I hope you'll get a fucking date, Bobby, you bastard. Oh dear. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, there you go. So, during this year's annual company shareholder meeting, which took place on Tuesday this week, shareholders voted in favor of keeping Bobby Kotick in the board for another year. This is despite the bosses of PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, many shareholders, and over 1,300 employees calling for his removal. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Number good. Bing, bing, wahoo.
Yeah, I have one quick question I need to ask.
And of course, this is also after they did investigate themselves and find no widespread harassment.
Yes, absolutely. I have one question I want to ask.
Sweet.
Where does Bobby's World stuff come from? Because it's very often it's not very often I see something that is very clearly a meme from people and not go, oh yeah, I've seen that before, or I've been detached. I've been playing fucking video games. Oh, Asmongold, Bobby's World, yeah. Because I'm like, I'll tell you what it is. Because I see Bobby's World as like an old cartoon or whatever else, but in my head I'm thinking Scatman's World.
Yeah.
And that's a very different world to Bobby's World. So yeah, of course, yeah. Good. I must see what that is. I like how everyone's like, it's Asmongold, Asmongold, and then just Adam Ross. It's from Baldy. Fuck's sake. That's not very nice.
So there you go.
Yeah, Bobby's Maze is from Rich,
Stan.
yeah. Yeah, I know that, but Bobby's World.
That
Also,
is how Rich Campbell
yeah.
got himself fired from being a WoWcaster.
Also, Bobby's World sounds like a JoJo stand.
Yeah. Yeah, it does, yeah.
It really does.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, Bobby's back forever.
Yeah, the big question is just, will he leave when the transition happens?
I mean, yeah, I hope so, but fuck knows. Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
Biblios.